Right, traders, we're looking at S&P 500 mini futures. The recent structure is bullish trend, which means we expect new high to be tested once we have a break of this trend. Now, while we're expecting new high, I can see that the market entered a consolidation phase because we have small trading range. It's a very tight range. So I like combining two structures together, the uptrend and the range, which means we're going to try buying at the bottom, market corrected a little bit, and we actually have ideal bar. This is really what we like because notice how far down it basically closed. Okay, you're still buying very near the support, the key level. There is nice reversal tail off of these lows. So it really ended well. You have so much room to scalp before reaching these highs. So this is basically what we would call a multiple test where the trend is up, you buy low according to range rules, and you need to get new highs. So this is a decent high probability setup. Multiple test. Price is pushed above EMA. You have high low, which is not bad. I was a little bit afraid of how much room there is to this key level, which is almost not that much room. You can see it's really tight range. So for this reason, personally, I was waiting. If you took a chance here, not a bad trade. I was honestly trying to go long here, anticipating second entry long, felt second entry short because it's a little bit stronger trade, double high probability setup, but it never got a trigger. You can see there is no trigger, so the setup never triggered. The first entry long is still in play. Now we broke below EMA, so now I cannot go long. I don't want to go long now because now we're back below EMA. This is a problem. EMA is supposed to hold, especially in the middle of this range. So just some choppy price action to start the day with. As you can see, I'm just being really patient. I'm not even looking for trades in the middle of this mess. Uptrend played out with a break, push to new high. Okay, we have a break, push to new high. Uptrend played out. Market reverse down, you have a new high, first entry long, pullback. Because uptrend played out and we were in a range, I was looking for felt second entry long. The felt second entry long never triggered. And also it was 7.5 points, so you can't really take it. But it didn't even trigger here, so the felt second entry long didn't really trigger, so no setup here. But hopefully it makes sense why you're anticipating reversal, because uptrend played out and the structure is broad. You have a broad break push to new high. Okay, you have a new low first entry short, and you have a second entry short. And once again, context-wise, good trade. This second entry short is off the EMA, downtrend needs new low, but the signal bar is quite weak. Yes, the tail is decent, but the body is bullish, so I can't really go short here. It's a shame because it worked nicely for a scalp, breaking new low. Downtrend played out. And let's see what's gonna happen now. I'm just gonna pause everything because everything played out. Okay, for example, you have another high low, but it doesn't mean anything because this high low doesn't come from nothing. Okay, everything played out. I can widen the range a little bit now because I have more information, but everything played out. This high low doesn't come from nothing. You know, this is not a good structure to be trading. We are still part of the range, so I'm going to remain patient. Okay, you have a decent lower high off the resistance here. You have one bounce, second bounce, third bounce, lower high below EMA. Now, you are selling high and uptrend play with a break new high. This is not a bad trade to consider, you know, because at this point the range is really long. The longer the range is, the more you expect it to behave like a range. You know, you have an uptrend that has a break push to new high, which means uptrend played out, so don't worry about that. You bounce off the resistance, you manage to break below EMA, but because it's quite steep, which means there is no bullish bar pullback between. Okay, first entry long triggered above this bar, but the visual looks like a bar push down. I'm gonna mark it slightly more advanced, but it's not a bad trade. Felt second entry long would be ideal here. Can I get it? No. By the time I get a felt second entry long is this far down. Of course, I cannot take felt second entry long this far down, far from the EMA. Break a new low. Well, you have a couple long trades, but the signal bar is weak here, a little high low here. And the downtrend has a break in new low, yes, but it's not super broad. The broader it is, the more we like it. I mean, if you took a chance here, I can see why. I just needed stronger bar here. You know, if this high low would form with stronger bullish bar, I would mark it. Great trade. But, you know, doji like this, not ideal, but you are thinking about buying low. Most breakouts will fail. This was a healthy range. So this is not a bad trade to consider. But, you know, signal bar is so neutral that, you know, it's very hard to take it real time. I'm gonna mark new trend, and at this point, I'm expecting this trend to get new high, and I expect second entry long at the EMA. So new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, simply following the trend line rule inside the trailing range. But notice what happened. We broke down. We broke lower, and this is important because you have to ask yourself, why retraced this uptrend and there is no new high? Okay, is there stronger influx of sellers? Yes, there is. So once I see this, I'm pausing, looking to go long. There's no good setup anyway, but I would need some decisive push above EMA and preferably felt second entry or above. But this uptrend not getting new high is already first confirmation that the selling pressure is stronger, okay? And you can see we are slowly but surely evolving into a downtrend. So once again, I'm not thinking about buying here because you have no new high. It looks a little bit too bearish. In fact, I'm already drawing why the downtrend working lower. It aligns with the EMA. Great. So you have nice consistent downtrend working lower. So as a price action trader, there's a little breakout pullback. We attempted to go back. It failed many times. So now I'm just focusing on this structure. Okay. So you can see as price action traders, I mean, you don't have to complicate it too much. You just zoom out periodically, take the big pattern into consideration. And if it's a trend range consolidation, you just focus on the most recent structure. So let's just focus on this trend down. Let's make it simple. Downtrend needs new low, but I need to see push below EMA to get some trade. Okay, you have a lower high, but it's still above. You can see new high, first entry long failed, still above. So I need felt second entry long below EMA. Can I get it? Well, it triggered above as well, and by the time I get it, double bar, it's way too far down. So I need lower high now. Can I get a lower high? Actually, I was getting ready to go short here. This is a decent lower high. Okay, confirming felt second entry long, downtrend is new low. According to trendline rule, you're below EMA. It's a little bit steep, but it's not that big of a deal because, you know, uptrend truly played out, but it never triggered. You can see there is no trigger below this bearish bar, so I wouldn't wait to go short here because the single bar has some bullish body. It's quite a problem that it didn't get a trigger. It's a shame, but I mean, if this triggered, it's a good trade, but nothing happened here. Okay, just need to remain patient. You're going sideways. You have another lower high. You have to mini reset the count here, first entry short count reset. I mean, it's not a bad trade because EMA keeps holding every time. You can see, look at all these tails off of the EMA here. Here, two, here, two. This is telling you that sellers are selling near the EMA. You have the structure that tells you need new low and uptrend played out to break new high. So you can predict what's going to happen by combining all these rules together. I'm going to mark it. It's not the best trade because it's a little bit sideways, but you know, as long as the EMA is above and it's acting as a resistance, it's better. If it's in the middle, it's more congested. I actually took this trade right here. This trade, by the way, still worked. You need to keep the stop loss one. Think about the single bar. But now you have a felt second entry long, you know, another massive rejection of the EMA. I took this trade, but I used very deep limit order because it's quite stacked. Actually, so deep it was in the middle. It came back, filled me in, and then made the scalp quickly down. So decent trades, a little bit stacked, so I can see if you're not sure about them. But once again, congestion is bad if EMA is in the middle. Now you can see the EMA combined with this resistance, they're holding prices and you cannot break above. And all these tells are telling you there is selling pressure. So you expect new low. So this is why these trades are okay. Breaking new low, perfect price action. Okay, downtrend played out. Okay. You have another great second entry short, but the downtrend just played out. Okay, so I have to skip this unfortunately because I have a break push to new low. I mean, a little bit too early to take it. Okay, market keeps pushing lower. And at this point, the structure looks quite conflicting because this is significant leg down, followed by second leg down, another third mini push down. So when I'm watching this, I have the uptrend in play. You break below EMA, you cannot take second entry long inside bar, of course, and now you broke below EMA. And honestly, when I'm watching this and I see the decisive push down, I was playing with the idea there can be some wider channel, okay? Because why this second entry short worked and why the push to new low is so strong even after new low was made. So this is why actually I don't like taking this double trap, okay? Because, you know, it's telling you that you're pushing too far away from this uptrend. You broke below EMA. And the push down was a little bit too strong. If you took it, I mean, I'm going to mark it. It's not a bad trade because if you're a novice trader, it's probably hard to understand that this structure is a little bit stronger. So I'm going to mark it. But, you know, It's not ideal because it looks a little bit too bearish. You kind of broke below EMA, but it's not a bad trade to take a chance on. Market did ended up going higher eventually, and I need to redraw a brand new trend. Okay, this is a brand new structure. I'm going to take a look at the beginning, connect the swings like this. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Need to redraw the downtrend. You have first entry long, second entry. Of course, you cannot take second entry long. Downtrend in play so far from the EMA with the body, so you definitely cannot take this. Second entry long, downtrend is in play. You can see the gap between the body and the EMA is substantial. Now I'm thinking about a high low above EMA to test the new high for this uptrend. You get a high low here, but it was quite big, 6 points. For this reason, I skipped it. If you're going to use some limit order, especially D1, you can consider. I mean, technically, downtrend player to break new low, 2 broad legs down, push above EMA, high low, opportunities new high. Once again, everything is aligning, so it's a decent trade to consider. I skipped it due to size of the bar, but it's a decent trade. Context-wise, breaking new high. Okay, perfect price action. Breaking new high. So now I'm going to pause looking to go long. And I can see that there is no reversal. EMA keeps holding. Count reset again. Okay, first entry long, second entry long. You have a mini second entry long here. Count reset, another second entry long. But the second entry long here didn't get a trigger, so you can't really take it. And market keeps trending higher even after new high. And because EMA here kept holding every time, you can't even break below EMA after new extreme. I mean, this is unusual. This means that the sellers are really weak, and this allows me now to draw wider uptrend. Because after breaking new high, you have signs of continuation. You are making highs, high lows, you cannot break below EMA, and you keep trending up. And wider channel actually has confirmations. So I'm just gonna, right now, not really think about selling, mainly think about buying. I'm going to respect the correction as always, break new low, perfect. And now all I need to see to test new high is push above EMA and some nice trade above EMA. Can I get it? New low, first entry, short failure. You can't take this high low because it really started to form below EMA for the most part. It's also too steep. Okay. You get a failed second entry short, but you can't take failed second entry short above this bearish inside bar. Okay, double bar entry didn't get a trigger. Micro double top. I actually have a new high for this. Uptrend working higher. I'm gonna reset the count right here. Redraw new downtrend. We just have congestion here, so I'm just gonna remain patient. Now I'm gonna draw a bigger trend range like this because the EMA is really going sideways, and I'm once again gonna combine two structures: the uptrend that needs new high with the trend range. So I would like to get a setup near the support and buy something, preferably downtrend, broad break, push to new low, and a multiple test at the bottom, but we didn't get it. We pushed higher, okay. I was thinking about going long here on a second entry long, but it never triggered. You can see there is no trigger above this bar. And honestly, once the bar was forming, I like going long, but it actually broke the high you're counting from, which is not ideal. Because here you can see you are inside of this mess, inside the consolidation, but never triggered anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, then price action is just chopping. I'm still thinking about new high, but I just have a bunch of first entries. I can't really take them. We're below EMA the whole time here. I mean, the price action here is really bad. Finally, some decisive push above EMA. So we need a second entry long at the EMA because the uptrend still needs new high. You can't reach the support, which is telling you, okay, buyers are back in the market. But there was no trade, just break. Or you don't have a new high yet. You just have double top. Okay, double top can be very close. Oh, it's actually way too late. The market is about to close now. Traders are taking profits. So this is the overall structure for today. I'm going to zoom out. Once again, big trend range where you pretty much only follow the most recent structure. You can see you have uptrend break new high, downtrend break new low, uptrend break new high. So you just have to follow the trend line rule. You have to be a little bit careful throughout these transitioning areas after the trend just reached this new extreme and you have area development. I was expecting a little bit more trades given the fact that we have so much price movement. You got a couple tricky trades, which is not ideal. But remember, as a trader, you don't have to be perfect. It's not about whether you have losing trade or not. Okay, the opposing team is always going to score a goal. Your job is to score more goals than the opposing team. so you can win the match. So this is the mentality you have to have. Trading is the same way. You are trading against other people on the other side of the world, and they are good, they are professional, they've been doing this for a lot of years, they have a lot of experience. So you have to be open-minded, and if you have a losing trade, that's okay. You cannot let it get to your head, you cannot bother you, because what's the most important thing is, it's not about if you have a losing trade, it's about who wins the match at the end of the day. So you can have few losing trades, but still at the end of the day, you can come on top if you have few more winning trades. So I hope the video was helpful. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.